All right. Yes. Let me close the window right quick. So I'm here tonight to talk to y'all about these females. Um, and all this information that I'm putting in this video right now is coming from a nigga, you know, who got a kid now, who is settled. I got a girl. I'm not getting married, so y'all will never see me getting married. Um, I probably will explain why later on in this video, but I got a kid, I got a girl, and I'm pretty much doing well for myself. Like, I'm not no one of these hopeless incels ranting on the internet, um, trying to offend females. This is not at all. I love females, but this right here is just the cold truth, and this is just what it is, right? And this is really what it is, bro. This is really what it is, and I really wanna. I don't have any solutions for y'all, right? I don't have any solutions, but I'm gonna tell y'all how it really is. Um, I've been analyzing this subject for a long while. If you've been following this channel, you know there's a lot of good information on this channel about overall relationships, and I'm not a relationship advisor, and I don't talk about relationships, but I'm definitely an analytical person and who analyzes a lot of stuff, and I share content from other people who share other good information, and I upload it to this channel, right? So this is what I do. Pretty much like a dark angel, because I really want to just expose the dark truth about reality without all the sugarcoating and all the bullshit and lies that we being raised to believe in, right? So I really think life should be a lot different than we are living it right now, especially in relationships, especially in like our social life. Everything is just there's so many facades people putting on. There's so many masks people putting on, and I really just I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of squares fucking up this world, basically, right? So here we go. Um. So yeah, when it comes to females, bruh, like I'm a nigga. I'm 31 years old, right? So I'm a 90s baby. I was born in '93. I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot, and dealing with females, the reason why I don't even really like talking about females, I never did, but it's like we have to, because the sexual energy and the opposite gender, basically everything that evolves around sex runs this world, bro. Everything everything around relationships, attraction, and sex, and love, basically between a man and a woman, rules the world, because at the end of the day, the main goal of a human being is to recreate, to procreate, to like have children, have offspring, and continue a legacy, which is only possible through sex, right? So females, I believe they know this, um, and this is why they manipulate basically this whole thing low key. And I don't even know if they do it on purpose, or if that's just the program running in their DNA, because you wouldn't believe that they do it on purpose, because they can't be that smart, because women are very emotional, like emotion based, and they're very like they can't control their emotions. They are out of control, and this is why shit is going ham right now, right? Because people like men is pushing everything to the female world. Like men are just giving females too much control they're not supposed to give them, right? Because a woman can it's not taking accountability. Women are incapable of taking accountability. A woman will never take accountability. She will rather play the weak victim than take accountability, even if they're wrong. And a lot of the times they are wrong. A lot of the times they are the reasons men be fighting. They are the reasons people get killed. They are the reasons people end up in depressions. They are the reasons some men go crazy. If you really want to break it down, at the end of the day, it's a lot of times it's woman's fault. But it's not about giving them the fault. It's about you realizing you realizing it as a man and controlling it, right? Because nobody is teaching us that thing. So what they do is like, bro, it's so crazy. I don't even know where to start right now. Because hold on, give me a second. So basically what's happening then is like these women, they just they don't care. They don't care. And let me explain to you. Like I had women texting me weeks knowing I had a girlfriend, knowing even when my girl was pregnant, I had women texting me and not giving a fuck whether I have a baby on the way or not, whether I'm in a relationship or not, whether I'm having a pregnant girlfriend at home. They don't care. And they don't give a fuck. They're not taking accountability for nothing. And this is exactly why women don't give a fuck about themselves. All women know they ain't shit. The reason why these women do that is because they know they ain't shit. So these women even know that my current woman that I'm with ain't shit. It sounds harsh, and this is not to disrespect any of like my partner or any other female. It's just these women know they ain't shit. So when they see you with another girl, they know that other girl ain't shit. And this is why they're allowing themselves to pass every limit and just do whatever the fuck they want to do and not care about anything and not take any accountability at all about nothing. Women know all this shit about each other. They know they all ain't shit. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. You will never be happy in a relationship. You will never be happy in in a marriage. You will never be. I don't think men and women are supposed to be happy together. Men and women are not supposed to be happy. You will not find happiness with a woman. It's not something that functions the way we think it does. Growing up as a boy, you think that you will have a girlfriend one day and you'll be happy with her and then you marry her, all these things. And even when you fail many times, you still believe you're going to find that one is going to make you happy. But the harsh truth is, because, bro, I done met females that I thought, like, yo, this is really, bro, she's exactly the way I want my female to be. Like, I done already met those women in my life where I thought, like, yo, there's no better woman than that woman, right? So yeah, like I said, even those females that I thought they were like perfect and this is like the women that tops everything. Even those females turn out to be sociopaths and do weird stuff. Even those. So it's really about understanding that every woman is a kind of a nut. And no woman is actually worth chasing or worth doing, like, worth any headache. It's not even, it ain't worth it, bro. Because you can find the most perfect, beautifulest woman and you will have to deal with that. And this is what most people don't understand. They don't understand. You can have the best female in the world, you will still go through that shit because they are built that way. They are set up that way. So I believe that actually a human's purpose is to evolve out of that. We supposed to evolve into a spiritual realm where like we don't need to be in relationships anymore. This is why the Stoic way, the Stoic philosophy is such a strong philosophy, whereas a man basically denies relationships and weddings and marriage and all that just to find his true purpose, to gain the true strength in life. And I realize now how powerful that actually is, because relationships, sex, and all that shit is overrated. It's overrated. We hear it in the music, we see it in the movies, but it's not all that, and it's really not. It's not such big of a deal. You feel what I'm saying? People make a way. People make a way too big of a deal out of it, if that makes sense. So because we, yeah, these women get arrogant because they give birth to human beings. A woman wants to be in a relationship so bad. A woman gets concerned if she's not married at the age of 28. A woman a woman's purpose is to do all that, to find relationships, to get married, and to have children. I don't think a man's purpose is all that. I think we're made for much greater things than that. And basically, actually, women hinder us from all that because they're the ones sucking us out of all the energy. They need us. Because see, men are the givers and women are the takers. Men, they have a penis, it goes out. Women have a vagina, it goes in, so they soak in. See, they are the receivers and we are the givers. So what happens when a man stops giving? He can then use all the energy and power to himself. And this is what we fail to understand. It's not about stop having sex, or it's just about being aware of that. So yeah, like I said, these women don't care, bro. They don't care about nothing. They don't care, and they're selfish. All they think about is themselves. They only care about themselves, and this is why they're allowing themselves to do all that shit. But back to what I was saying in the beginning, like when I said that all of this thing between man and female runs this planet, you can see it all over the media. Like the whole Diddy thing that goes on, it's always the same shit. The biggest tragedies and the biggest lawsuits, the biggest thing always have to do with a man and a female, right? Something go wrong, somebody abusing another person, somebody abusing power to get to fulfill sexual desires and exaggerate with all that stuff, right? So this is what happens. And when I say all this, I even talking about your mother. Even your mama is that way. All of these females are like that. I'm not excluding no female out of this. Every female is a part of that, bro. Every female is a part of it. Even your own mother. This is why a lot of men have mother wounds, because these women basically determine what spell you're gonna be under, you know, because these women are really gonna be like, if your mother don't believe in you, you probably not gonna succeed in life, because you're gonna be too busy trying to prove to her you can be somebody in this world. Instead of like when you have a mother who believes in yourself and who believes in you, you're probably gonna be more successful because your main core believes in you. But it's like these mothers want to play puppet master. They believe like just because they gave birth to every human being that they can just control everything, right? And this is really how it is, bro. This is really how it is. These females are being very slick with it. They're being very manipulative. Very manipulative. It's like almost a survival tactics. They're using the most cowardice, the most biggest coward type survival tactics that they can use to get what they want. So it gets very manipulative. You feel me? And this is what they do. They may not always use it for the evil, but it's their ways. It's the ways that is sickening. It's the ways that they just be that some things are wrong, And a lot of men fall for these traps. Now, when I said before, like you will never be happy in a relationship, you will never be happy in a marriage, and all that shit. A lot of y'all probably will disagree. Will be like, hell no, you can find a woman you can bear with, and you can find a woman that's cool. You can, but what y'all don't understand is that it's y'all falling victim. The only reason you can deal with it is because you adapted to it. You already fell victim to her. It's either like she's dominating you and you do what she wants. You do as she please. So you trying to please her, or you just a simp, or you just an idiot who's happy with being dominated, right? But as a male, as a masculine force, we are the dominant ones naturally, right? So you out of position. And this is what's happening. Now, me speaking from my perspective, I cannot allow that to happen. So I will run into some arguments once in a few because I can't allow that to happen. Some of y'all is avoiding the arguments. Some of y'all is avoiding the drama. Some of y'all is avoiding all that shit by being a bitch. I get it. But is that the goal? I don't think so. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all closing your eyes. You closing your eyes to the fact that these females are doing too much, so you can bear with it. But that's being weak, and that's what I want to say. Y'all being weak. A strong man can allow that. So we have to bear with that shit. We have to go through that shit, you know. And this is why I said this will never stop. This will never stop. So as a true man, you come to the realization that one day, shit, man, you know what? I don't even need these females because I'm gonna be honest. I'm at a point where like I don't even like females, bro. I like women just to look at, like, you know, a beautiful woman still excites me. It will always excite me, but I don't like females, bro. I don't like because once you reach a certain level where you can just read what a female is up to, you can just read where she's at in her mind and what her goals is and what type of person she is, and once you can just read, because most of them are really the same. It's not like men where you have many different types of men. Females pretty much are all the same. They don't have big diversities, right? So once you get to a point where you can just read through all that with more ease, and the older you get, the easier it gets. The more you can read them, right? Um, if you focus. So once you get to a point where you can just really see all these women's true objective and what they're really doing psychologically to the world and what they're really doing, how they're really manipulating this world, you're starting to not like females. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like females that much anymore because they suck. Because it's just I would never harm a female. I'll never beat a woman in my life. I would never beat a woman. I would never do anything like that to a woman. I'm not. But it's just I just don't like them. I don't like the way they move. It's slick. It's just nothing good can come out of it. And like I said before, once you experience that, a woman will even try to fuck with you when your girl pregnant at home. Once you realize, and she playing the good girl role the whole time. It's crazy. Once you seeing all that shit, once you seeing really what all these females really be capable of and what they're really hiding from the world and how they're not taking accountability of all that shit, you're really starting to unlike females and you really just start to see them as sex objects. And I think that's exactly what these rich people are that why these rich people become assholes then? Because they have all the money, so all the females will run to them, but then they can really, when they really see what how women are, they're just gonna start using them and abusing them and not really like giving a fuck about them. And this is where these females fuck up then. Because then instead of building with the less rich guy or the not rich guy who is trying to become somebody, and then they run into somebody rich who's then abusing them, like they just, women don't see all that. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. They don't want to build. They just here to benefit and to get what they can get. She just want to get what she can get. They want to see what they're worth. They want to see what they how they can get the most out of everything that's around them. There was if you cannot give them any sexual desire, they will suck you out of your intelligence. If they cannot get your intelligence, they will get all of your money. If they cannot get all of your money, they will try to get something else. And even I have this coworker of mine. He's an old guy. He's like 57 years old. The other day, he showed me, and he's a grandfather. Like he already has grandchildren, like multiple grandchildren. The other day, he showed me a video where he like rubbing the pussy of a 19-year-old girl at home. Like he told me he bagged this new girl 19 years old, and he showed me tons of video. Like his camera roll was full of news of her where she like playing with herself, doing all types of shit, where he rubbing all baby oil on her and all that shit. And he's showing me this all proud, telling me, "Look at me, I'm an old dude, and I can still bag the young girl." And I was impressed. I was like, "Oh, word, man, you got game, right?" But then I'm like, bro, hold on, there's a hook to this. Because at the same time, I'm like, bro, how can you be proud of that bagging a girl that's the age of your daughter, maybe, and you bagging her? That she has the same, she's even younger than your daughter. You proud of that? And then it's like, I'm like, yo, there's a hook to this. I'm like, yo, is this a prostitute or where did you get to know her? So I'm asking, yo, where did you get to know her? And he's like, yo, I've been knowing her for a minute. He ain't really told me, right? So it's like, he told me then, yeah, after a while, after he finished all the bragging and shit, he did like a 30 minutes long of bragging. And then he started telling me like, yeah, but this shit doesn't come with ease. When she wants food, I'm gonna have to buy her food. If she wants cigarettes, I'm gonna buy her cigarettes. Every time she needs something, I provide it for her. So I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's the trick. So he's a trick. He thinking he got game, but basically she's just using him. And at the same time, she's making her ex-boyfriend mad because then he kept telling me that her ex-boyfriend was an abusive boyfriend and shit. So I calculated the whole shit together. I seen so she trying to make her ex-boyfriend mad by fucking with an old dude, and then at the same time he's tricking and she's using him for all the shit she needs. So you see, bro, I could go on and on, but all these females do that on different levels. On different levels, bro. And it's been going on like that. And I'm like, yo, where's the exit to all this shit, bro? It's crazy.